opportunities are respected. The conflict arises because we have been told that if a boy claims to be a girl, then girls' boundaries must give way. And when girls' spaces are defended, that reality feels threatening to people who believe sex is negotiable. It is not. But girls' sports were never created to solve questions about boys' identities or medical treatment. They exist because girls need protections in athletic, full stop. As a woman who does not conform to most of the stereotypes of what a woman should be, I want to say very clearly that nonconformity does not require medicalization, and it does not require erasing sex. We can protect all kids, including those gender nonconforming kids, by welcoming those feminine boys into boys' sports and welcoming those masculine girls into girls' sports. That is real inclusion. What is not inclusive is telling families, often in moments of fear and confusion, that their son must suppress his natural development in order to belong or participate. Many parents of these boys are deeply distressed. They want their children to play sports, to have friends, to feel normal.
We're at the Capitol building in Washington State.
Was a solution. But we now know that pathway is failing children. It harms boys whose bodies are medically altered in ways that do not resolve distress, and instead exposes them to lasting physical harm. And it harms girls who are asked to give their protected spaces up in order to accommodate an approach that medicine itself is stepping away from. This initiative offers a human alternative. Girls' sports remain protected. And we are not telling boys that they have to medicalize their bodies to make policy work. And children are not asked to sacrifice their bodies to resolve uncertainty. Caring about girls does not mean abandoning boys. And acknowledging sex does not mean denying dignity. The initiatives reflect those truths, and that's why I support it, and that's why the gays and lesbians in my organization support it. Thank you.
I have two more people that have signed up to testify for this initiative.
Legislative map.
We have Tanya Hickman and Tara.
There you go.
No, you're fine. No problem. You're fine. No problem.
Hello, my name is Tanya Hickman. I'm a lifelong Washington resident, and mom of two daughters who are athletes, and a former nurse for 20 years. I served on the Women's School Board proudly for the last 4 years, and in my role as a legislative representative, I drafted the resolution supporting these initiatives, which are board unanimously supported. I'm here in support of these initiatives because thousands of families across the state are sending a clear message, and it's being ignored. Public school enrollment in Washington remains well below pre-pandemic levels. Thousands of students have left traditional public schools, and that loss directly impacts funding, staffing, and student services. Even the superintendent of public instruction has acknowledged that Washington State's tax and school funding models are broken. Yet instead of fixing what is broken,
I got service on YouTube.
taxes to compensate for declining enrollment rather than addressing the policies that are driving families out of public schools. We're also seeing fear manufactured around issues like sports physicals. As a nurse, I can tell you, sports physicals have not changed. They are basic health screenings, and providers can perform invasive exams without a legitimate medical concern. These scare tactics undermine trust and distract from the real issues of fairness, safety, and parental trust. As a nurse, I was taught that you do not affirm a patient's delusions. You meet them with compassion, but you also gently and clearly orient them back to reality. That is what these initiatives do. And I want to speak briefly to the church. According to the Family Policy Institute of Washington, there are well over 1 million professing Christians in Washington State. If they consistently participated in civic life, the outcomes of our children will look vastly different. Someday our children will ask us 2 questions. Why did you allow this to happen? And why didn't you stop it when you could? Supporting these initiatives is one way to answer those questions with integrity.
What a monumental thing to follow a speech like that. You know, I had something prepared that I felt would be poignant and you would have been bored to death because I'm basically in an echo chamber. But it's like we fell under some sort of ether. About 20, we've all been medicated and sedated. We don't know right from wrong anymore, and we've lost our courage. But now what I see happen, there's a wind of change that's happening. It's blowing the ether away, and we're able to breathe oxygen again. We're starting to speak up and not be afraid anymore. What are we afraid of? You know, men, I think I want to apologize to you mostly because I think what we have participated in as women is we have not allowed you to be the men God has called you to be. Warriors, you are the ones that are there to protect. And for somehow feminists have claimed this territory, which is not a good way that but enough. That wind of change is not only breathing this ether away so that we can build the sand, and it's sinking. There's a tsunami of hope and truth that is washing across our land. And that tsunami is destroying what the enemy has tried so voraciously to build. And now it's time. Stand up. We women will be behind you, men. We will encourage you. We will also stand up and speak truth without fear on the news. But I can encourage you that after hearing everybody here speak today, the war is won. The battle is won. Let's march through into the next right. Mothers and our fathers to be who they've been created to be. And let's just enjoy. But let's make hay while the sun is shining, but let's not stop. Let's not let this ever happen again.
Speaking of man, I'm going to go to our male representative.
Thank you, Senator. I'm glad you can tell the difference. You might want to talk to some of your colleagues. Obviously, I want to thank you, everybody who spoke. Those are tough stories to share in a public forum, especially when you heard some of the comments about what it takes to do so. So we recognize the strength of that. I appreciate that. If you did not get a chance to speak on this initiative or the other one this evening, we have some QR codes you see around the room to sign in, pro or con, to share your story with us, so we can share that with our colleagues here on the Capitol campus. I just want to remind everybody, we're going into the second one. Rules still remain. Let's obviously keep our speeches to the topics before us in hand. We'll refrain from asking questions and so on and so forth. So we're going to switch gears here and begin the second segment, which is focused on the other initiative. I'll turn it over to Senator Short.
Thank you so much, Representative. And first, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone who testified, the courage that you showed this afternoon and you continue to show. Keep at it. We're behind you. The next initiative up for comment is item 26-001, which restores and codifies certain parental rights to direct their child's education, medical decision-making, and mental health care. These were originally included in the Parents' Bills of Rights passed by the legislature in 2024 with overwhelming bipartisan support. Despite this, majority Democrats dismantled it only 10 months later. So we're going to keep with the same time frame. If there are any that are opposed to this initiative and would like an opportunity to speak, please connect with staff at the table in the back, and we'll make sure that you're heard. With that, we're going to begin to call the speakers. Jody Holman and Matt Bell are first up. Jody Holman and Matt Bell.
Hello, my name is Matt Bell, and I'm speaking to you as both a parent and a teacher to strongly urge your support for both these initiatives. These initiatives will protect girls' sports and restore parental rights. They address real and pressing concerns affecting students, families, and educators across our state. As an educator, I'm responsible not only for academic instruction, but also for fostering fairness, trust, and student well-being. As a parent, I expect public institutions to respect my role in my child's life and to uphold policies that are grounded in equity and common sense. These two initiatives do exactly that. In my role, I've had kids ask me to call them by different names or to use different pronouns when referring to them. I'm legally barred from sharing that information with parents. I'm a parent, and I know that if my child were
forgot I
going
was gonna go
through
re-up
something
the
similar,
parking.
I would want to know. I would want to support my child and offer the help only parents know how to give. I would not want their teacher, who sees them one period a day, to make the decision to keep that information from me. Initiative 26001, Restoring Parental Rights, is critical. Parents are not obstacles to education. We are partners in it. Policies that exclude or override parents weaken trust, create conflict, and ultimately harm students. Restoring parental rights affirms that families have a central and respected role in decisions that affect their children's education, health, and development. These initiatives reflect the values of fairness, transparency, and accountability. They support students, respect families, and provide educators with clear guidance rather than confusion. I urge you to stand with parents and teachers by supporting these initiatives. Thank you for your serious consideration of these important measures.
I'm gonna take the bag back to the truck.
Hey, Jody.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. They will. Yeah, Brandy Cruz was here. You can check out my ex. I was live on there earlier. She talked for a long time. She just spoke in there too. I was videoing some clips of it. It's pretty wild, man. Like, they don't want to protect women's sports. That's what the government wants to focus on, is trans men and women's sports. It's so disgusting. They're just gross people. Antifa, or there's supposed to be a counter protest going on, but I haven't seen anything. I came out here to look to see what's going on, but there's nothing. Yeah, Brandy's great. She's so well spoken, and she was on the left like us, so she knows. Your biggest hater is Nightbot? I don't know Nightbot. Hey, hello from Kentucky. Yeah, a lot of females are speaking up. A lot of women in sports right now are coming out about this because it's such a big problem. I'm glad people are finally speaking up. pretty wild. Like, how is it so radical to think we need to keep men out of women's sports? It's just a no-brainer. I don't get it. It just shows you how radical these people are, how much they want to destroy the normal working systems of this country, turn it into upside-down clown world. That's all they want. Once they get their clown world and everything's backwards, they can celebrate. Yeah, Brandy was at the round table. That's right. Yeah. I got a selfie with her. I think I posted it on my ex before. I didn't want to bother her today. Everybody was trying to get pictures with her. We were actually hanging out with Trish. She's a black lady, a singer, rapper, artist from LA. And she had been in the women's dressing room at a gym, and it's happened to her about 4 or 5 times that men have been in the dressing room while she's changing, and they gave her the problem because they didn't like her causing a fuss about men in the dressing room. And this had happened to her about 4 or 5 times, she told us. I thought it had only happened once because we saw the video that it got on TMZ and all the news outlets, but yeah. It's a bad problem. Trish Hyman, that's who it is. I couldn't remember her last name. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dicer. Yeah, she's running for mayor of LA. It's amazing. She's really outspoken. She was talking ish to the Antifa protester, the Handmaidens protester. I mean, she's a badass. I love her. She's funny. She's great. We were trying to convince her to come out to Seattle tonight to go check out Pike and 3rd. All the action out there. So who knows? We might have a long night tonight. What's up? Sometimes I think Mexicans must stay in Mexico. You know, I'm okay with like legal immigration. Come here and do it right. You know, I like Mexican culture. They're great people. They take care of their family and their friends. So we can agree to disagree on some things, but I'm just driving back over to the protests. Charge my phone for a minute. Yeah, she went off on Eric Slawwell and Scott Wiener. That's right. She's good. She knows how to speak her mind, and she's black, so people have to listen to her. Should make Trump the king of the world. I don't know about that. He's a benevolent king, I guess. Sure, we can make him king. drop. Is my name Ed and I'm special? I am autistic. If you have a problem with autistic people, you might not want to watch this channel. That's on you. I can't fault you for not liking autistic people. How should I prove it? Should I use my R's more when I talk? Would that make you happy? I was kicked out of high school. Didn't graduate college. I think I made it pretty good in the world. Sure is beautiful out here, though. Big Mike seems as dumb as Spider Mike. I would agree. Both mics are pretty dumb. Oh, no, you're good, man. I don't mind a little trolling. No harm, no foul. Just no foul language. I don't like people calling people names in the chat. Come on, reconnect. We reconnected. We lost the feed somehow. We're back. We're in Washington State. We're at the Washington State Capitol. There was a session on keeping boys out of girls' sports. We also had a rally from Let's Go Washington with Brandy Cruz and some female athletes. We also had Trish Hyman. She is a black rapper, artist from LA. She came to speak for girls and keeping boys out of girls' sports. So it's been pretty fun. It's interesting checking out the Capitol too. I haven't really had time to look at it. Oh, no worries. I was driving with it the other day. People think I'm an ice agent, I think. It's not good though, because I don't want people to be breaking my windows. Yeah, that Capitol building looks beautiful. So you can hear this is a session too if you guys want to scan it. Put your opinions out there.
No, it's not that, it's just.
We want to respect the parents or the school that is very, very angry. To this day, I still have not been able to get clear answers as to why they felt it was necessary to remove my child from class, why outside services were brought in.
Oh, I'm not Antifa. I'm a journalist. I'm not Antifa, I promise. What's that? She thought I was Antifa. See what happens when I wear my helmet? Do I look like Antifa? Is this the face of Antifa? Really? They just don't understand. They've never had to go against Antifa. You don't realize what you're up against sometimes. Take a little Zen break. If I can get my dang can open. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys around the Capitol. I tried to go walk into the building more, but I'm losing reception in there. Yeah, it's weird. Like, she saw me all day, and then, like, I guess because she thought I was filming people, I was Antifa. It's really weird. I've only ever had that happen, like, once, but then they usually realize that I'm on their side. At least the weather's nice tonight. I mean, my helmet literally says press. I know Antifa wears press patches, but they cover their face when they do. Check out some of the architecture over here. Some of these buildings are really cool. It's hard to see at nighttime, but they're still beautiful.
I'm still getting used to that. Like, okay, now I get home and I stop this high.
Am I an ICE member? No. I don't think ICE would hire me. I don't have enough education. Who knows? Yeah, they got these old Victorian style lights. Not sure on the age on them, but they look reminiscent to early 1900s, late 1800s. Oh, nice. You're a First Amendment auditor? Post a link in one of the comments of my videos or something like that, and I'll check it out and subscribe. I watch a lot of First Amendment auditing videos. I've never done it myself besides like Antifa or lunatic leftists, so I guess I kind of am a First Amendment auditor in a way. The Iranian regime killed 50,000 people of Iran after shutting down the internet. Wow, I didn't know the numbers were that high. Yeah, that's true. I know a lot of these guys don't have the education like you think they do. But I've never really wanted to work in law enforcement per se. So I like doing what I do. I like being self-employed. I wouldn't mind like doing part-time work for ICE. That'd be kind of fun. Like investigative stuff. How did I get up here? I walked down the stairs. I almost tripped down them earlier. Big Mike audits on YouTube. Okay. Sweet. Am I the new Spider-Man? Nice. 9,000 subscribers. Sweet. I'm almost up to 1,000 right now. I'm pretty stoked. I'm on here a few months. I do a lot of my content on X. You can find me Danny Rebel on X. I've been live on there for the past few months, but decided to start using YouTube. You just passed across Mizzy? Who'd I miss? Who'd I miss? With power comes money. Oh, Messi, the soccer player? No way. Earlier, we walked by the Attorney General, Washington State. We should have confronted him. Because he was calling out my friends as fake journalist YouTubers, and they're not even on YouTube. But I think he was kind of talking about Nick Shirley or Cam Higbee. We're all doing investigative journalism in Washington State, so they don't know what to do. Their heads are spinning. They can't keep up with this. Oh, yeah, it's hard up there in Michigan. Yeah, it'd be easy in Washington, I guess, because it's like consent state for filming. So I think you're good on that. I'm kind of a night crawler. Could say that. I do a lot of my work at nighttime. Keith Ellison. That's the Attorney General in Michigan. Yeah, I like to drive at night. I like driving at night because the roads are clear. But besides that, daytime driving is nice. I just hate the traffic. Trying to find parking during the day. It's the worst. Minnesota, that's right. Yeah, I feel bad for you guys in Minnesota, man. They're really just pushing their radicalness out there. It's like they're trying to create war with the federal government all over something that most of the population voted for. We voted for these deportations. We knew it was going to happen. Dang, you got a 66 Plymouth? That must feel like a boat driving around. She found Dawn, at least. She found her ride. Pakistan, let's go. Have a good night. Yeah, it's a pain to turn. Is there power steering? Looks like the session's getting out. That was good. Good talk they had. It was packed in there. Yeah, they're snatching up Native Americans. Well, they've been detained. Like, they've detained, I know of 3 Lakota Sioux that they detained. I mean, we've all been detained and asked for an ID. It's nothing out of the ordinary. And most natives have a tribal card, especially if they live on a reservation. But, I mean, circumstances happen, you know. I don't blame them for being upset about it. Alright, guys, I'm going to go for another minute or so.
Why are you giving me a hard time, Jackson? Because I always have to give you a hard time. It's my job. Yes.
See the beautiful
Look at this,
Capitol
walking
building.
down the street. The future senators, governors.
Guy does a good Trump impression. Yeah, I'm surprised. No counter protesters today. This is surprising. I thought for sure they would show up. Hey, thanks, Salik. Salik Washuk. I will stay safe. Oh, you don't want to do that. That's not good. Alright, fam, I'm going to end my live in a little bit. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on X, Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on all the main socials, so make sure to follow me on there so you don't miss my lives. Am I gonna end my life? No. I have to live so I can poop on your grave. Everybody knows that. I have to outlive the trolls. We all know that.